$15 million on June 30th. Had we not received it, then we would have been in a negative cash situation of about $10 million. So I think as you've heard me say throughout the last few years that cash flow is a problem for us, and we do borrow money because of it. And thankfully we had borrowed money, so we were able to sustain our cash and make all of our bills on a timely basis. This upcoming year, I think cash flow will still be a problem. It won't be as much of a problem, but it is still a concern until things turn around entirely. So that's really the end of the report. I'll go into more details at our next board meeting when we're looking at our adopted budget, and at that point in time we'll go through the differences between the adopted budget and where we ended the year in 12-13, unless you have any questions.
Are there questions from the member of the board for Vice President Gable? None? All right, thank you very much. There a motion and a second on the floor to approve this item. No other questions? All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is Pacific Coast Campus. There is no item on that. Correct. The College Advancement and Economic Development. No items. We're now to reports and communications. Academic Senate President? No reports. Thank you. Superintendent President report.
Yes, thank you, Board President Kellogg. I'm going to call on a few people to give some reports and update that the board has asked me for in the past, and then I will make a few comments at the end. So to begin, let me ask Mark Taylor to come on up. I'd like him to give a report on college communications. This is an area that the board had questions and comments on at the board retreat, and I asked Mark to put together a report on where we're at, some of the things that we're doing to ensure that the board is fully informed of the efforts that we're making to communicate with the community. So with that, turn it over to Mark.
Thank you, Superintendent President. Board President Kellogg, members of the Board of Trustees, my pleasure to be here with you this evening. As President Oakley said, he asked me to provide a brief update on behalf of him and Executive Vice President Bynum, just on some of the college-wide communications efforts that were going on, as he said, because that was a major topic of discussion on our board. So I want to focus on three key areas tonight. I will try and keep my remarks brief for you, but the first area is press and media relations, enrollment marketing, and then community outreach newsletters. First, I just want to talk a little bit about press and media relations. The Communication and College Advancement Office strives to showcase Long Beach City College students, faculty, and staff in media stories. Our commencement, the 85th anniversary, rededication of the A building, a truck driver training program, our partnership with the Harbor Trucker Training Association, all of those stories have received significant press attention in the last couple of months, as well as the passing of a former faculty member, Ray Rodriguez, which that story was picked up in newspapers really across the country. It had an incredible impact, as we know, as Board President Uranga knows, and Academic Senate President Hilosarias really knows. And so that, a story like that really was picked up literally all across the country. Our office is also working very hard to keep members of the board better informed about our efforts to earn press coverage and share copies of the stories which feature at Long Beach City College. If you'd look at your screens quickly, I'd like to show you just a couple of tools